There are two things that Jay-Z is most famous for: being the boss at Roc Nation and using Illuminati symbolism. Jay-Z has been heavily utilizing occult imagery in his music videos, album covers, and wherever he can hide them. This naturally led people to call Jay-Z a member of the secret societies that run the world. Even though Jay-Z used the occult symbols time and time again, he always denied being associated with these organizations, even flat out denying placing occult symbols in his videos. Basically, gaslighting the fans into thinking they're crazy, even though he was obviously using these symbols. Although he denied it, this never convinced people that he wasn't involved, as it only became more and more apparent as the years have gone by. Now, years later, it was finally confirmed that Jay-Z was in fact requesting this occult imagery to be placed in his music videos, instructing the video directors to hide this imagery in these videos on purpose. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos exposing the truth weekly. In today's episode, we will be talking about Jay-Z, but before we begin, I just wanted to let you guys know, I am going to try to post 2 videos daily, at least 5 times a week. I have seen many of you request more content from me weekly than the 3 to 4 posts I do. I already put in 50 to 60 hours a week working on content, so I thought it wouldn't be possible to put out more videos. But I think that if I push myself harder, I should be able to get the work done while still providing interesting educational content. So what that means is that you can expect a second video later today and 2 new videos tomorrow. You probably already noticed that this video came out earlier than usual, as I usually release videos at 1 p.m. Now, I will try my best to have a video drop at 11 a.m. and another at 5 p.m. Eastern. I'm really excited to provide you guys with more content. I want to thank you all. Now, let's get right into it. With some artists, the occult imagery is truly hidden, and you have to search to find it. But when it comes to artists like Jay-Z and those around him, these occult symbols are basically right in the open. Jay-Z has never really tried to hide these occult symbols deep in the core of his videos. 90% of the time, they're pretty surface level imagery. So it was really surprising seeing Jay-Z try to deny using these occult symbols. Even his wife Beyonce came out on a song denying the speculation, singing the now infamous lines, "You haters miss me with that Illuminati mess." It's funny that she said this while openly using occult symbolism for most of her career. Still, to this very day, she uses occult symbolism. Now, we know that the mainstream media would never out Jay-Z or Beyonce. They are always going to cover for them no matter what. That's exactly what they have been doing for many years. When people call them out for using occult symbolism, the media comes out and calls these people crazy conspiracy theorists, even though Jay is basically openly confirming it himself time after time again. While us truth seekers already know the truth about Jay-Z using these occult symbols, the truth about its placement in music videos was finally revealed. Recently, a music video director by the name of Chris Applebaum has come out and confirmed Jay-Z requesting these occult symbols be placed in these videos. Chris did an interview with Genius where he spoke about making the music video for Umbrella. He admits that they purposely put Illuminati symbols in the music video. For those who don't know, Chris isn't just any music video director. He is one of the most in-demand directors and has worked with everyone from Paris Hilton to Jay-Z. Now, the interview is a written interview, unfortunately, not a video one. But nonetheless, he in this interview confirms what we all knew the entire time. They are purposely putting these symbols in music videos because they are occult symbols, not because of any other reason. In the interview, Chris does try to backpedal a bit and of course, gaslight people by saying they were only using these symbols for shock value and to mess with the audience. But by the end of this video, you will see that that's not at all the case, and these symbols were purposely placed there for a more sinister reason. Now let's take a look at exactly what Chris said in this interview. In the interview, Chris talks about how he was chosen to film the music video and how he came up with the treatment of the video. He also explains how he was never paid for the video and what Z and Rihanna requested for the video. In this intro part of the interview, it states this: "Today marks the 10-year anniversary of the Umbrella video, and Applebaum reflects on how he conceived the video and why he hid Illuminati imagery in certain frames, the comparison to the Cranberry Zombies, and why he has just one bone to pick with Rihanna all these years later." So as you can see, Chris admits that he purposely hid Illuminati symbols in the video. This wasn't a coincidence or a reach like the manipulated masses like to say when they can't understand something. They purposely hid these symbols in these music videos. Nobody was seeing things that weren't there. They were definitely intentionally placed there. I hate when the mainstream media and even hip-hop media acts like people are crazy lunatics for noticing the occult symbols placed in these videos. They would literally laugh and call people corny, seeing things that aren't there, when now it's confirmed that these people were purposely placing these symbols in the music videos. Now Chris goes on to claim why he put these symbols in these videos, and his reasoning is nothing short than gaslighting. He states, "I did a video of her SOS off her previous record. We got along really well, and I just thought that she was awesome. When her next video came up, it was her first single off Good Girl Gone Bad record, which was Umbrella. At the time, Jay-Z was the president of Def Jam. He had a pretty big hand in guiding things. They sent me to Beverly Wilshire. Jay was there, Rihanna was there, and we started talking about the video. I heard the song a couple times. It was amazing. What a huge hit it was. But I'd also gone in with some ideas and images I had in my head. It was a lot of static electricity and a lot of energy, which ended up solving my rain problem. I knew what it needed to feel like and look like. Jay-Z didn't have too many ideas. He was like, this is something we came to you, and we really love working with you, and we think it would be great if you can come up with your own spin. I just wanted to have to be clear that whatever Rihanna's doing, she's under my umbrella. My umbrella covers a lot, and she's under my umbrella. I'm like, okay. Ultimately, what ended up happening with this video is it became so much more than what I thought it was going to be. I had people who were really dedicated to studying the Illuminati and all of the symbols and meanings and everything. I have had people interview me about it. There's stuff on YouTube where they explain how the Illuminati is controlling stuff. I think the statute of limitations has passed enough to tell you that I freely admit to having placed symbols of imagery in music videos just to F around with people all throughout the 2000s. Here we have Chris admit out of his own mouth that he in fact purposely put these occult symbols in music videos. Also openly admitting to having people deeply research the occult in order to place these symbols in music videos. Now, obviously, just like every other sellout in Hollywood, he tries to cover this all up by saying he did it to F with people. This is a lie, and I can prove that in so many ways. First, people have been placing the exact same occult symbols in music videos since the very beginning, before this guy made the Umbrella music video. On top of this, he admits to researching into the occult and using real occult symbolism. That's not a prank to mess with people, that's authenticity. Also, rappers like Jay-Z were already using occult symbolism before the Umbrella video, also after the Umbrella video. This is obviously a lie to cover things up, and we know this because he already admitted in another interview that Jay-Z told him to sprinkle occult symbols in the Umbrella video. In this again written interview he did with Maxim, he confirmed that it was Jay-Z who told him to place these symbols in the video, stating in the interview, "I sat with Jay-Z and Rihanna at the Beverly Wilshire for lunch, and Jay-Z, he wanted me to sprinkle heavy symbology throughout the Umbrella video, which ended up inspiring the modern obsession with the Illuminati." There you go. Open and clear as day. Chris admits that Jay-Z told him to sprinkle heavy occult imagery in the Umbrella video. It wasn't like he claimed in the Genius interview, just him doing it to mess with people. He already admitted it was all Jay-Z's idea. He was the one who asked for it in the video. Now let's talk some facts. First, Jay-Z is a member of the Freemasons, not necessarily the Illuminati, even though he can be, as the Illuminati merged into Masonry at the very beginning. I did a video covering the truth about the Illuminati and how the creator of the secret society, Adam Weishaupt, joined the Freemasons after creating the group. He then merged his Illuminati organization with Masonry because they themselves didn't know about the occult rituals the Masons utilize. Now, Jay-Z and his wife Beyonce often do the all-seeing eye hand gesture, which most people call the symbol of the Illuminati. In reality, this is not the symbol of the Illuminati. It is actually the symbol that is used by Freemasons. The symbol of the Illuminati is actually this owl. One of the main symbols of the Freemasons is the all-seeing eye, and it represents Horus, the one-eyed Egyptian god. It also has several other occult meanings. Jay-Z also did the song with Rick Ross called Freemasons, where they basically both openly admit to being Masonic members. On top of this, there are also photos online that claim to be of Jay-Z inside of a Masonic lodge. But I can't authenticate these photos as they could be fake, but it does look like Jay-Z sitting in a Masonic lodge. This wouldn't be nothing surprising though, as Jay-Z is clearly a Freemason. Also, another person who worked with Jay-Z and Rihanna confirmed basically the same thing about Jay-Z. Some of you should remember the interview I did with Jonathan Hay, where he talked about Jay-Z and Rihanna. In that interview, he claimed that Jay-Z and Rihanna allegedly hooked up when she was underage. The fact that you mentioned Jay-Z, I want to actually ask you a question about Jay-Z. You said in that interview with Jaguar Wright and Real Life Productions, you stated that you were actually the one responsible for spreading the rumor that Jay-Z and Rihanna had hooked up. But do you believe that there's a possibility that that could have been true? At any moment, did you personally feel that they could have had something going on? Jay-Z and Rihanna?
Definitely.
You can say okay, allegedly, definitely.
Not allegedly.
Okay, definitely. But also, in the second part of the interview I did with him, he also claimed that he was invited to a Rock Nation party, where at the party, they had a statue of Baphomet. In the last interview, we spoke about, the industry's connections to masonry and stuff like that. And my one question would be, did you ever see any of that firsthand? Like, did you ever go to a party or a studio session and you see things that stand out, like maybe a statue of a satanic statue or occult symbols or things that just stick out to you and made you question why is that there and made you think that this is kind of satanic or anything like that?
Yeah, for sure. What is that goat thing called that's like satanic?
It's called Baphomet.
Yeah, I saw a huge one of those at one of the title Rock Nation parties in New York, and that was I've never seen anything like that. That freaked me out. Like when you walked into the party room for title, and Jay-Z wasn't even there, but all his staff was, like the Rock Nation.
For those who don't know, Baphomet is an occult deity and also a symbol that represents the great work. On top of this, I already exposed them for following the infamous occultist Aleister Crowley. Those who have been watching me for a long time know that Aleister Crowley, who called himself the Beast 666, is the father of pop culture in Hollywood. Many of these celebrities openly show homage to Crowley, including Jay-Z. The Run This Town music video was one of Jay-Z's most occult-driven music videos. The entire video is about Aleister Crowley and his prophesized Aeon of Horus. In the song, Jay-Z is rapping about how occultists like him will be running this age of Horus. Interestingly enough, in this video, everyone is wearing masks, just like we all were in the start of 2020. 2020 was connected to this Aeon of Horus, but that's a different topic for a different day. If you want me to make a full video on why 2020 happened, comment 2020 below, and I'll make sure to get it done. Now, on top of all of this occult dark imagery in the video, Jay-Z was seen in a behind-the-scene interview for the video, where he was seen wearing a hoodie with Aleister Crowley's famous saying on it, "Do what thou wilt," which Crowley said would be the law for the new age of Horus. If you look at Jay's sweater, you can see that his sweater states "Do what thou wilt." This is obviously Jay paying homage to Aleister Crowley, like the Beatles who put Aleister Crowley on their album cover, or David Bowie who dressed like him and dedicated songs to him, or Ab Soul who made an entire album about Crowley, calling it "Do what thou wilt," the same saying that's on Jay-Z's sweater. Even the ASAP Mob wore clothes with Aleister Crowley's face on it. Jay-Z is a Freemason occultist. He purposely put these symbols in these music videos because these videos influenced the masses. Not only did they desensitize the masses to these occult symbols, but they programmed them with these occult ideologies. Jay-Z's music embodies the occult teachings in every way. One reason I believe Jay-Z is guilty of what he's accused of doing to the 13-year-old is because his involvement in the occult. Aleister Crowley admitted to using children for his rituals. He was known to practice a form of ritual magic called sex magic. He used many children, including his own daughter, for these rituals. Jay-Z is a follower of Aleister Crowley, so I wouldn't be surprised if he was inspired to do similar things like him, studying Aleister Crowley. Same thing with Diddy, another Mason Thalemite. This is the truth about the world, whether you want to believe it or not. For the manipulated zombies that would end up commenting on this video, leaving laughing emojis, or calling me crazy, I will be praying for you. Hopefully sooner than later you will see the truth for yourself. Stop making excuses for these sellouts simply because you like their music. These people have you right where they want you, where they can easily take advantage of you and guide you away from God. After this confirmation, no one can say that the occult symbolism in music video is a reach, as the director behind one of these videos himself admits he purposely put these symbols in there. We have to remember that every day we wake up, our souls are at stake, and we must also remember to help those who can't see the truth find the truth. Well, I'm gonna end this one here. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.